Alrighty, good morning minor league baseball fans, and welcome to today's air of the show. Today is our second game of this 4-game set between the visiting Frisco RuffRiders and your San Antonio Missions. It's a beautiful day for baseball as we get ready for the second game of this 4-game series. And most likely, bad news. What's the bad news? Well, we are going to get ready for starting lineups. It's a 11 a.m. game on June, and we are clear skies. Well, get out your scorecards. Here's this morning's starting lineups. First for the visiting Frisco RuffRiders. Leading off and playing in third, Garrett Anderson. Anderson at third. Center fielder Joey Feisler will be the second batter for the RuffRider order. Feisler at center. Jose Chavez will be the catcher for the Frisco RuffRiders this morning. Chavez at center, or catching. Batting fourth, the first baseman Richie Norris. Norris at first. Left fielder Robbie Mueller will be the fifth batter for Frisco. Mueller at left. Thad Meir will be the right fielder. Meir at right. Paul Lemieux will be the designated hitter. Lemieux, the DH. Jermaine Story will be the second baseman. He'll bat eighth for the RuffRider order. Story at second. Ray Schultz will bat ninth as he rounds out the batting order for the Frisco RuffRiders. Schultz at short. Anderson, Feisler, Chavez will be your first lead on three. Norris, Waller, and Meir will be your middle three. Mew, Story, and Schultz round out the batting order for the Frisco RuffRiders. And on a mound for the RuffRiders this morning, Roger Morales. Morales, today's RuffRiders pitcher. And now, here's your starting lineup for your San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in second, Enrique Encarnacion. Encarnacion at second. Roger Durango will be the right fielder. He'll bat second for San Antonio. Durango at right. William Venner will be the first baseman, batting third for San Antonio. Venner at first. Designated hitter Kevin Alvarez will be batting fourth for San Antonio. Alvarez, the DH. Henry Carnuth will bat fifth for San Antonio. Carnuth at third. Batting sixth, the center fielder Adrian Parado. Parado at center. Left fielder Booker Bernstein will bat seventh for San Antonio. Bernstein at left. Tristan Tierney will be the shortstop for San Antonio. Tierney batting eighth. Neil Simonowski will be the catcher as he rounds out the batting order for San Antonio. Simonowski catching. Encarnacion, Durango, and Venner will be your first lead on three. Alvarez, Carnuth, and Prado will be your middle three. Bernstein, Tierney, and Simonowski round out the batting order for San Antonio. And on the mound for the Missions, Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez, the designated hitter and today's starting pitcher. Here's your starting lineups.
time for baseball on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Frisco RuffRiders and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Kevin Alvarez, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Digging in now, Garrett Anderson. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for Frisco. Third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Anderson.
And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Joey Fizzler, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. In there, no balls and a strike. The mercury still rising here at the ballpark. 93 degrees our game time temperature. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
In now, Jose Chavez. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. The 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Fizzler, the runner at second with 1 away. Softly on a line to third. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Into the box, Richie Norris. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Into the box now, Robbie Moeller, 1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Alvarez has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest, because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Thad Meyer stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Now it's 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do. Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Standing in now, Paul Lemieux. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. Line drive to left. Bernstein is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The RuffRiders lead it 1-0. Roger Morales, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Stepping up now, Enrique Encarnacion. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Enrique Encarnacion.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop. So 1 away after the phenomenal defensive effort.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
In now, Roger Durango.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Wind up and the 0-1. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
So coming to the plate, William Venner. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The RuffRiders are out in front, 1-0. So digging in now, Jermaine Story. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is in the air out to right field. Durango is there, 1 away.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates the pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
0-1 pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Bernstein is after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Garrett Anderson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Durango will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Kevin Alvarez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Kevin Alvarez.
Now the pitch. Back up the middle. Speared on the dive. He's up with it. The throw. It's there. He got him.
That was a great defensive play there. You know, he's not the guy you'd necessarily expect to make a play like that. He's not known for his glove skills.
Into the box, Henry Carnuth, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Adrian Prado.
So stepping in, Adrian Prado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Carnuth stands at first with 1 out. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit.
Batting seventh, left fielder, Booker Bernstein.
Stepping up to the plate, Booker Bernstein, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Into the box now, Tristan Tierney.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
And this ball's going to get down, and it should plate a couple. He pulls into second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
Standing in now, Neil Zeminski.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Fizzler on the move. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Enrique Encarnacion, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground out for short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Digging in to try it again, Roger Durango. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here for Bill.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that, the lead swells to 4-1.
Now batting, first baseman.
Ready for another chance. William Venner, 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Stepping in now, Kevin Alvarez. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Fizzler going back. 1 run is scored. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, with the bases loaded, he didn't walk a run in, so instead he makes the cardinal mistake of putting it right in the heart of the plate. And when you do that, you're going to pay the price, and that's exactly what happens with a 2 RBI double.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Henry Carnuth. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. San Antonio's out in front, 6-1. Leading off the inning, Joey Fizzler, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Now the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Jose.
Into the box, Jose Chavez. He singled his last time up. Swinging a soft liner. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
In now, Richie Norris as he lets it in the air to right field. Durango moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robbie Moeller. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. This is foul for the first strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Missions lead it 6-1. In now, Adrian Prado. He reached on a single in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Fizzler has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 31.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Booker Bernstein will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Fizzler. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Tristan Tierney.
Coming to the plate now, Tristan Tierney. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Into the box now, Neil Zeminski. He grounds it sharply to third. To his left, Anderson. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Thad Meyer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
pulls this one into the air out into right field. Durango has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Paul Lemieux. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. And that one just missed outside.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Lemieux leads off first with 1 away. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Jermaine Story goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Digging in, Ray Schultz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll lay off fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
The 2-1. This one's down to third. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. San Antonio's out in front, 6-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Enrique Encarnacion. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fizzler sprinting after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Right fielder, number 30.
Digging in and looking for more, Roger Durango. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Towards second. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, William Venner ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line. You can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Stepping in now, Kevin Alvarez, as he hits one on a line to left field. Moeller is there. Let's see if they test it. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home. And I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Missions lead it 6-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Garrett Anderson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike 1. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike two.
The count is 1-2.
This one's down to third. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in once again, Joey Fizzler. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Chavez. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Ball
1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Fizzler, base runner at first with 1 out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Count remains 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. 1 hit's all they get. Home half of the 5th coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 6-1. Ready once again, Henry Carnuth. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
In now, Adrian Prado.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Story has it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in, Booker Bernstein. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a drive out to left center field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Throw won't get him. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Tristan Tierney, as he rips it on the ground to second. Story ranges to his left, and that's the second out.
Now batting, catcher.
Into the box now, Neil Zeminski. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted into center field. Fizzler moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 5 here this afternoon, and the lead is stretched to 7-1. Digging in to try it again, Richie Norris due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Robbie Moeller, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Thad Meyer.
Digging in once again, Thad Meyer. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Prado is in pursuit, and that's the 3rd out. Samuel Urban gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Enrique Encarnacion. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Soft liner to the left side. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Standing in now, Roger Durango takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Stepping in now, William Benner, and that's through into left, a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Hero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get every.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Into the box, Henry Carnuth.
He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play.
So far 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we'll have it for you next on MLB Network. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. We're off to the 7th inning now, but first let's have a look at our game summary to see how we got here. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Paul Lemieux. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here's the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
In now, Jermaine Story, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
1 out, nobody on. Count is 1-2 now. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box now, Ray Schultz. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Takes a curveball right on the corner.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Still even at 2-2. Two out, nobody on. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Missions lead it 8-1. Striding in once again, Adrian Prado.
For the mission, center fielder, Adrian Prado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, left fielder, Booker Bernstein.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Booker Bernstein. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping in now, Tristan Tierney. He swings and grounds it to short. There's one. Throw to first is going to be offline, so they just get the 1 on the play.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Standing in now, Neil Zeminski. Fastball right back to the mound. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 8th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 8-1. Ready once again, Garrett Anderson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Heading out towards shallow right. Durango has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Joey Fizzler. And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Look out, 2-0 now. Now the 2-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
And a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, captain, Jose Chavez.
Ready for another chance, Jose Chavez. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to left. Bernstein is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Missions lead it 8-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Enrique Encarnacion. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied into straightaway right. Story is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Roger Durango.
Digging in and looking for more, Roger Durango. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman.
Standing in, William Venner. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Schultz loves it. On to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richie Norris, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Check the swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball one. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. Benner moving to his right, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 29.
Ready for another shot now. Robbie Moeller. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Prado moves over, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So digging in now, Thad Meyer. Now the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart as he couldn't quite get that final out, but he will leave with the lead after a strong 8 2/3. Angel Gaius gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
This was just a nice win for these guys. They did most of their damage in that big second inning and did what they had to the rest of the way to secure this win.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Missions took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Kevin Alvarez is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
Well, it was a victory for the San Antonio Missions as they take Game 2 of this 4-game set from the visiting Frisco RuffRiders. Well, later on, we have game number 3 of this 4-game set, and Tomorrow we will round out game number 4 before our next visiting group, the Corpus Christi Hooks, arrive to face the San Antonio Missions head on. Well, the final game score from our bar park, or I'm sorry, not the bar park. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but anyway, our final score from the ballpark, 8-1. San Antonio, 1-all. This one's for them.